How to assemble the DoubleTake Max6 Cruz rear seat for the Club Car Precedent. Prepare each armrest by installing threaded stud hardware. Insert the square nuts into the slots of each vertical armrest post and then screw in the threaded studs until they are fully seated. The front armrest posts use the longer 4-inch threaded studs. The rear armrest posts use the shorter 1 3/4 inch threaded studs. Repeat the process for the second armrest. Next, insert each armrest into the Max6 seat base. Flip the base over. Use flat washers and nylock nuts to secure the rear armrest threaded studs only. The front armrest threaded studs will be secured in the next step. To begin installing the seat base supports, position the seat base on its back edge for access to the bottom side. Position the seat base support so that the small tab is facing upward. The exposed threaded stud from the front armrest should insert through the last hole in the seat base support. Insert 1/4 by 1 1/4 inch hex bolts into the 3 remaining holes, and secure each with a flat washer and nylock nut. Using just a flat washer and nylock nut, secure the remaining front threaded stud from the armrest to the seat base support. Fully tighten all hardware. And repeat the process for the other side. Insert the small push rivets into the 2 front holes on each side of the seat base. Next, lean the seat base backwards to access the bottom for the next steps. Install footrest supports into the seat base bottom. Make sure the flat sides of the footrest supports face to the inside and that the footrest supports are facing to the front of the seat base. Secure the footrest supports to the base with 1/4 by 2 inch hex bolts, 2 flat washers, and nylock nuts. Fully tighten all hardware. Position the footrest so the footrest supports fit into the channels along the back. Use 1/4 by 2 3/4 inch hex bolts, flat washers, and nylock nuts to loosely attach the footrest to the footrest supports. To help hold the footrest in place, alternate from side to side when installing hardware. Hand tighten the hardware only. Next, using the hole set closest to the top side of the footrest, insert 1/4 by 1 1/4 inch truss screws, flat washers, and nylock nuts to secure both seat base supports to the footrest. Hand tighten the hardware only. Once assembled, go back and fully tighten all hardware. Insert the large push rivets into the remaining holes on both ends of the footrest. Before installing the Precedent bumper angle to the rear seat assembly, you must first create the rear seat mounting points on the car's bumper. Center the bumper angle on the car bumper with the top edge facing the bag well. Hold the bumper angle firmly as a template to drill a hole completely through both walls of the bumper. Temporarily insert a 1/4 by 2.5 inch hex bolt through the bumper angle and new hole to keep the bumper angle in place while the second hole is drilled. Now you are ready to install the bumper angle onto the rear seat assembly. Use 1/4 by 2 inch hex bolts, flat washers, and nylock nuts to secure it in place. Make sure the bumper angle is positioned correctly and fully tighten hardware. The Precedent rear seat brackets have a hole shifted to one edge. The edge with the hole should face to the inside. Insert a 1/4 by 1.5 inch hex bolt with the flat washer into the short connector end of the bracket. Then secure the rear seat bracket to the seat base with a 1/4 by 1/4 inch hex bolt, flat washer, and nylock nut. Make sure the mounting hole and bracket is facing to the inside of the seat base and fully tighten. For safekeeping, temporarily put the remaining washer and nylock nut on the loose hex bolt in the bracket. Repeat these steps for the remaining seat bracket. The Max6 Cruz rear seat assembly is now complete and ready for installation on the Club Car Precedent golf car. DoubleTake, because looks matter.